good evening. It's Monica from Life as Art, and this is our final crafting session for today at the catalog launch party for the January to April mini catalog, and we're a little bit wonky. And we're going to stay a little bit wonky. We're going to be creating a layout, and I'm going to be using the Friends of the Ocean Designer Series paper from the mini catalog, and also the Friendly Seagulls stamp set from the Sale-A-Bration brochure. And so let's get started because we're short on time. We're going to begin with a 12 by 12 piece of basic white cardstock. If you're joining me live, just say hello or howdy so I know you're here. If you're watching later on replay, you can say replay. And every time, or for each video that you comment on today during the launch party, you will get an entry into the door prize draw for the launch party. All right, let's line this up and stick it down. So we've got a 12 by 12 piece of basic white cardstock. And I should tell you something fun. My friend Shannon Keith over at Creative Chaos in Tennessee is doing a Scraplift challenge this week, and she has a layout posted for the week of January the 6th. And so we're going to use her layout inspiration for our layout today. All right, so from the collection of the Friends of the Ocean. Ooh, my video is going garbly. I hope it's running okay for you. I have a feeling my connection is not great at the moment. There's probably too many people in my house, so I'm just trying to get it to focus. Yeah, the video quality has gone degraded. So from the Friends of the Ocean, we have a piece of the 12 by 12 designer series paper that has all the corally bits on it. And what I want to do is I'm actually going to take and I'm just going to tear right across my paper from side to side to create a fun torn edge. One way, there's a little tip, that you can tear paper without having to worry too much about the torn edge is to take a water painter, one of the water brushes, and just get it wet and run a line across, or a regular paintbrush, and then let the paper just get a little bit wet and then tear, and it will tear right along where you paint it. So if you want a specific path, that will help. And then I'm going to come to the bottom here, and I'm just going to tear across as well, like so. And I'm not going to throw out this piece that I'm tearing off, this little piece, because I'm sure I can tuck it in on another project somewhere. But that's the start of my layout. Then I'm going to bring in a second piece of designer series paper from this collection, the Friends of the Ocean. And I am going to, you know what, I think I'm going to trim this one first and then tear it, because I don't really need a torn side on both sides. So I'm just going to grab my big paper trimmer. I'm going to give myself about 3 inches to work with. Again, any leftover bits, I'll just use them, tuck them in on other projects. And then we're going to do some tearing on this as well. I'm going to be a little bit more dramatic on this one. We're going to create kind of a more drama-ish edge. Save that piece. We're going to use this piece. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is stick this one down, because it's going to kind of be in behind. And I like having that little distressed edge. You can even run your finger along it and kind of ruffle up that distressed edge to accentuate it a little bit. It's not necessary because it's already got a fun torn edge, but you can rumple it up a little bit. Just kind of fiddle around with it. Then let's take our backing off. Because we've got a straight edge, what that's going to allow us to do is to be able to line ourselves up. So let's start at the 4-inch line, and then we can come across to the other side to the 4-inch line and stick it down. So we know that something started out level. The rest may never be level, but something started out level. And then let's do a little extra distressing on here. Hey, Deborah, you found us again. Hooray, hooray. We're getting a little messy here. Adding a little bit of distressy goodness, like so. All the way across. Add some little crinkles. And then let's add some adhesive. Like that. Now, some of this was sort of planned in my head, and some of it is going to be done on the fly. And so I'm just making sure that my coral is the right way up. And then I'm going to kind of use the edge as my straight edge. And hopefully we don't have too much of a gap there. We did all right. So we'll add that on there. Kind of a fun start to the layout. And then the photo that I want to use for this is one I took just before the holidays. And my son had to have a medical procedure done, and one of the things he said was, when I'm starting to feel better, I want to have some Burger King. So Julie and I, when he was ready for it, went and picked up some Burger King for everybody. And so I took the nice gentleman at the drive-thru gave her a crown without her asking. She just said hello, and he gave her a crown. And so Julia, of course, had to wear it. And so we've got this fun photo of us as I'm driving. I must admit, I did take the picture while I was driving, but I didn't even look. So it was, it was unbeknownst to me whether the photo was any good when I took it. But it actually didn't turn out too bad. So, yeah, I don't recommend using your phone for anything while driving. But I was on a little bit of a back street. You can see there's like brush and stuff. So we weren't actually going too fast. I was coming up to a stop sign. So I was like, okay, well, I'm already stopping. I'll take the chance. Now, look at this. Because it's Burger King and we've got the gold crown on, I decided to use some of the brushed gold foil for this. And that's available online. So I've cut it a little bit bigger than my photo, just to add a little bit of a matting around there. Now, I'm going to put some adhesive on here to get started, but I'm not sticking it down yet. So it's just on there. And I'm going to add my photo kind of about there. Then I've got a couple of pieces of cardstock, and I went and I looked on the insert for the Friends of the Ocean paper pack in this nice thick cardstock that they have. If you look on here, it's got the name, it's got the serial number, all that stuff. But underneath the title, it gives you a list of the coordinating colors: Berry Burst, Calypso Coral, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Pumpkin Pie, and Summer Splash. So I decided to pick out Melon Mambo and Lemon Lime Twist as a couple extra colors to have. And in the layout that we're using kind of as our inspiration for this layout, there are some pieces of extra stuff happening in the background, and they're kind of framey looking pieces, but I don't really have any framey looking pieces. So I thought I would just use some cardstock that I have on hand, and we're just going to add them in there. We're just totally going to just stick them in there. And I could rough up the edges a bit, I think, because we've got roughing happening in other places. So let me just take my scissors, my closed scissors, and I'm going to rough up the edges, give it a little bit of a distressed look. And you can do it as much or as little distressing as you want when you do this kind of thing. And then maybe this one, we'll do some too. I don't really actually need to do all of it. Let me just do the top, down this side. There. And a little bit down here where it's going to be seen. Let's grab this one. Oh, we already added our adhesive. I'm trying to hurry just because we have Stash Dash starting in a few minutes. And so if you wonder why I'm rushing, it's because we're going to stash and we're going to dash. That's a weekly event that we do. And we bust out our stash, and we follow some parameters that we roll the dice for, and we create card. And so I don't want to be late for that. So let's add those in there for a little bit of vertical height. Then we're going to add in our, I need to use my take your pick tool. We're going to add in our photo like that. And then we're going to add in some stamped images from the Friendly Seagulls stamp set. We're going to add in all 3 of the seagulls, I think. We're going to add in some French fries. We might even add in some of these other scatters. And we're going to add in the I love you more than French fries to this. Now, because I'm short of time, I'm going to leave it where it is. And when I post the pictures, you will see what I added in to this base to create my layout. So we started out with our basic white cardstock. We did some paper tearing with that Friends of the Ocean pattern paper to create a fun base for our single photo. We added in a mat of that brushed gold foil. It comes in silver and gold together in the same pack. And then we added in some lemon lime twists and some Melon Mambo cardstock to create a little extra height onto our page. And then we're going to see where it goes from there when I post the pictures, which will be much later this evening. Now, for those of you who have been following along with the catalog launch and Sale-A-Bration brochure today, you will have noticed I posted earlier today some perks of the launch party, and so you can take a look at that. There's a bit of savings on shipping. There's some ways you can qualify for that, as well as, you know, the free products from Sale-A-Bration when you put in your orders. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. If you put an order in before midnight tonight, then you will qualify for any of those things that if your order qualifies for. And any comments or playing on the games, we've got lots of this or that's, the scavenger hunt, things like that happening in the group. So take a look at those, and when you answer those, I know one of the games you have to message me your answer. The rest you can just do right in the comments, and you will get entries into the door prize draw. So I hope you guys enjoyed this catalog launch. I hope you feel inspired about what's coming, that you can order now and feel some creative juices flowing. All right, have a wonderful rest of your evening. And if you've got some free time and you want to join us for Stash Dash, then just go to the Life is Art with Monica Hayward Facebook page and click on the event. I will post the Zoom link here in a couple minutes, and you can join us. Create a card tonight. All right, toodaloo, we'll see you soon. Bye.